a lovely little recap, Griff?
No, of course. Just call me out, why don't you? Last time, on our beach episode, we enjoyed our times in the city, going to parties and then most of the party immediately avoiding them and avoiding all social contact. A few journalists tried to work their way in. Our local Ratling met the Ratling Revolution and was immediately inducted and tattooed. And Alexander received a personal invitation to the Admech Chop Shop, where everyone had a good time over there, who was already heavily cybernetic. And he finally got his improved arm. Sometime in the middle of the night after... Wait, no. There was a second phase of the party where we showed off a whole bunch, Timur got whipped, and after that, we finally went to sleep and were woken by the city being attacked. We've rushed out, engaged the first group that we've seen, and we're hoping to hold up a position up ahead once we get to a bridge. But we gotta get there first. I think that's everything.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it. You also managed to set fire to a whole bunch of lovely, lovely creatures. But we're going to see what exactly happens there coming up.
Well, here's the thing. I have a sniper rifle. If there's any tall buildings that I would have access to the interior of, and then subsequently the roof of.
I think you kind of got up higher in one of the buildings last time.
He was in a building last time. I don't think he went up it. Also, you remember they're throwing dead bodies down at us, which means they're on top of buildings.
Oh, I thought they were just suicide jumping.
Oh yeah, no, this is the happening. We're all in the happening now. Good thing I don't breathe the air. You're all just gonna kill yourselves.
It's the trees, man. The trees. They're fighting back.
Well, they are spores. The orcs are spores.
Yeah.
So let's roll on over to the battle map and take a look. I think shooting a grenade counts as starting a fight, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, everyone, please go so far as to roll your initiative real quick.
I think we did last time, actually.
Really? Let me,
Yeah, you can see out there, I rolled an 11, Big U rolled a 13. Then I told somebody it was D10 plus agility.
Yeah, I have Scipio and Jordan here.
Yeah, I wrote to add me.
Alright, we're just gonna re-add everybody real quick. Okay.
Wow.
You already have a 13, baby.
Oh, I do? Okay.
You rolled it last time. We rolled it at the end of session for some reason.
That 13's a lot better than that 4.
Well, I mean, Timur only rolled a 6, so...
Oh, that 13 doesn't count because I rolled a d20 plus 3.
Well, then you suck.
Yep. So I do suck. I got that 4 anyway.
Well, I can't add the turn order. I can't add my own number.
Sadly. Alright, so... Alexander, what'd you get?
I got a 11.
11. Jort.
Got a 3-piece.
30 points. Got it. Big V.
4.
You got 13 previously.
13.
Well, that 13 came from a d20.
Yeah, he rolled the wrong die. So the 4 is actually what he has.
Oh, you did? Whoops.
Well, I mean, I guess technically, technically he does have a 4.
Alright, 4. Jort got a 3. Timur, you got a 6, right?
Yep, that's right.
Alrighty then.
As the aside, The Happening would be the worst role-playing game. It's literally just, I don't understand what's going on. Okay, I need you to make another saving throw versus death.
So, first edition Dungeon Dragon campaign.
There you go. Alright, I'm just gonna roll a whole bunch of stuff for random mysteries.
Yeah, I'll continue
I presume that they need initiative as well.
Yep.
Continue filling the air with The Happening, the RPG. Oh, literally, gosh. I mean, you can watch the movie and still not understand how to survive that.
I've seen people explain it and I don't understand.
Well, I mean, I understand the don't be in groups thing, but that doesn't make any sense because the old lady killed herself and she was alone the whole time.
It was just a regular suicide, though. She's like, you know what? Finally, it's acceptable.
I'm just saying that the rules of the movie, like, okay, I guess I gotta be alone, right? Well, the old lady was alone the whole time she kills herself, so clearly that's not the solution.
And there are people jumping off buildings in crowds, basically.
Well, I don't know. The people
One
on
right
top of the
after
building
another.
were working together. So that's what I'm just saying. It's literally, okay, I'm going to make up a weird scenario where everyone's going to kill themselves. You're going to have to figure out how to not kill yourself. The entire time, I'm going to be rolling in secret a death save every couple of minutes.
I mean, at that point, you may as well play Roadside Picnic, the RPG.
Well, I'm just saying that you guys are going to have to do whatever you can to survive and figure out the scenario that I've devised. But every so often, I'm going to say, okay, Griff, you jump out of the moving vehicle and into the way of an oncoming truck.
A lie. I kind of love this story. I kind of love that game. Run it.
Yeah. But no, like, really, you would want to set up, like, the Roadside Picnic RPG here, right? Like, Stalker is based off of that. You go to a mysterious place, weird things happen, people die for no reason. But the Stalker games assume that you can, like, go and shoot, like, a problem in there, or a monster or something. In Roadside Picnic, like, one guy brings a gun and everyone laughs at him.
Well, I mean,
That's how meaningless such things are in the face of weird alien crash landing that you don't understand, and everything could possibly kill you because it's like some radiation leak or something.
they said they couldn't kill the monster in the Cthulhu RPG, but when I shook hands with the mayor and pulled the grenade pin and ran away, he certainly died.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying, you try hard enough, anything dies. But no, I mean, like in the Happening RPG, if you bring the gun, you're going to shoot yourself in the head, and then the next person's going to pick up the gun and shoot themselves in the head.
Yeah, in this... Oh god. But yeah, in Roadside Picnic, like I mentioned, like the one guy brings the gun, everyone laughs at him. The next thing he says, like, no, I brought this for myself.
I got one
So yeah,
bullet.
it's exactly like that.
Are you guys hearing any of the audio?
Yup, the louder ambience just came on.
That's weird. I'm not
That's a good reminder that I had the site muted, so there we go.
Yeah,
like
we had
last
the
time.
York guitar, still playing from the great beyond for us. And now we got the artillery strikes.
I thought he was doing the sergeant pipe, the bone that he took.
Oh, there you go. It's so weird. Not getting anything through. All right, never mind then. Doesn't matter. Weird. All right. So,
let's kick it off.
I believe, as you guys stand there in this smoke-choked city, you watch as a head severed rolls out across the ground in front of you as a large green orc makes his way into view. He'd already addressed you previously. However, Alexander Jort, as you see him, your attention is distracted a little bit over to your left as this dull thump followed by agonized screams as a group of orcs that were just down the alleyway ignite from an incendiary grenade shot in the middle of them. They all failed their agility rolls, so they are all, in fact, on fire. And it is actually their turn to start, so there's that.
So, handy dandy, I got myself some fire rules for you if you didn't have them handy already. Once on fire, they take a D10 damage, ignoring armor, and a level of fatigue until it's extinguished. They then make a willpower test to see if they flail their arms around in fear because they're on fire and waste their entire action.
Alrighty.
That is a +0 willpower test.
Alright, well they're orcs, so not entirely
Yup, we've
straight,
seen how that goes, honestly.
Yep. So let's see. Roll your damage since it's their turn. I'll just let you do it.
Sure thing. They're taking 1 fire damage that ignores armor.
Alright.
So maybe it doesn't really get to them, but they're still screaming in panic, I suppose.
Oh yeah, they are.
Just all got out of the pool.
So they took 10 previously. Tracking.
Yeah, I'm just rolling up to take a look at that fireball roll. Yeah, 10.
Yep. Alright. So, they are on fire. Let's see how they do with the willpower. These will saves. Let's see, there's still 5 of them left.
Well, 5 of them left right now, anyway.
Alright, so just to save time, I'm just gonna put it in here. 1d100. Hold on a second. 5d100.
I think I'm gonna
See if
need
this works.
Overwatch.
Alright, so 2 of them are flailing around wildly, just horrible screams. As they run around trying to beat the flames off. They're like, that's not helping! You know this! And the other one starts slapping his friend, trying to put the flames out, as they just continue slapping each other back and forth, trying to put the flames out.
Yep,
The
and
other...
last thing,
Yep, go for it.
the ones that are up can make a -20 agility test to drop prone and try to extinguish it as a full action.
Right. They are not gonna do that.
Okay, they're just gonna stay on fire.
Yeah, as they're on fire, ah! Ah! I feel it! I feel the rage! And they are going to attempt to charge straight into you guys. They're not going to be able to go very far. Let's see, their charge is definitely not 25 meters, but they're going to try close that distance.
Getting closer.
They charge in. Alright, so that's them, as the other 2 just suck at life. Alexander. It's your turn, buddy.
First, I'm going to use my reaction to use my ballistic mechadendrite held gun. Hold on a sec. Let me bring up the rule. Not the rule. The variable setting. I am going to use it in overload mode to deal +2 damage and +2 penetration. By using 4 shots per shot fired. God damn it. Damage? Nope, that was the wrong button. I don't know why it's so confusing to me to see damage and hit next to each other. I don't know which one to hit, ever. No aim. What's my range here?
For the pistol, or just for aiming?
Just the orc in front of me. What's my range?
I got it.
You're at 25 meters.
But what range is that?
Oh, that should be short range.
That's short range.
Because if I believe... Actually, no. The range on a hotshot last pistol is 20 meters.
So standard. I mean, just give me the word. What's the word?
Standard will do, bud.
Okay.
Okay.
Now's not the time to start learning the game. I guess I'll go with the standard attack because I want the bonus. No modifier, right?
That is correct.
I don't know if all the smoke around here means anything on the map.
It will, but he's effectively stepping out of the smoke. So.
Alright, well I missed anyway. That was my reaction. My action is I'm going to drop a smoke grenade at my feet.
More smoke.
Alright. A smoke grenade.
Smoke grenade is smoke 6.
Mhm.
Hold on, I've got the thing open. And we just paste that into...
Ah, good. You actually found that. I was wondering where that was.
So the smoke is going to last 19 rounds. I additionally have
Impact by a number of parentheses. So 6-meter diameter.
was a seal test to attack targets concealed by the fog, mist, or smoke, or shadow, or hard, -20. All characters concealed by the fog, seal tests are ordinary.
Aw, fun. Alright, let me get you some smoke.
Yeah, so I guess just place it all around Alexander. That would seem to make sense.
Yep, here you go. Smoked out.
I believe that was a half action, right? Dropping a
Uh,
grenade.
Yeah, that should only count as half.
Alright.
You're not really aiming or anything, so.
Yeah, no, just pulling a pin and back, how much do I move as a half action? 3.
Oh, yup.
I can't even. What is the measure I'm gonna go here? Because backing up 1 square is 5.4 meters, which is more than I move.
It's fine. Discount each square is 5.
Well, I moved 3 in a half action, so even that is more than.
So slow.
Well, no, I just mean that if moving backwards is 5, my half is 3 and my full is 6, so 5 is a weird number.
True.
Well, I mean, if no one has a problem with me moving more than I can move, then I'm done.
I'm trying to see if zooming in would actually affect this at all. Let's find out. Nah, minimum's 5. So, this is a give or take 2 meters kind of map.
Well, like I said, I'm done. Fired at him wildly, dropped a smoke grenade, backed up.
Alrighty. Yeah. Well done. You've added more smoke to this.
Just
Yeah.
what we needed.
I mean, really, it seems like he's gonna rush into melee, but just in case someone shoots at me, I want to make it a little harder. Hey, I didn't drop the photon flash grenade. That was
This time.
well.
That'd be hilarious.
Think of it this way: I can only throw a grenade 6 meters. We've already just covered this 5 meters each square, which means I could throw a grenade a square in front of me.
Alright.
Similarly,
I mean, a frag grenade has a blast of 3. I'm gonna get hit by any grenades that I throw.
just toss him over to the Jordan. Let him do it.
I mean,
So
fact-
you can actually try and throw it farther. It just ends up having a much more likelihood of scattering.
Well, it says SB. The range is SB 3 times 3 rather. My strength bonus is 2.
Right. So if you're gonna throw it, anything beyond that would be like long range, extreme range. So you just add penalties.
I mean, I guess the benefit is that the odds of a frag grenade actually hurting me at all is like.
I think they'd have to roll max damage.
Don't mind me measuring. I'm definitely not going to hit Jordan.
Alright, as you drop the smoke and take a step back, you can hear some voices back in the fog going, "Oh, see him! You're gone! Ah! Right! Look up, boys! Find him!" And you just hear this weird rumbling sound and a whole bunch of jangling like metal, almost like a bunch of scrap metal bouncing off of each other. And then briefly through the smoke, you see these bright flares of light as you. And as it gets closer, you realize that actually all of you should have been around for this. Roll me just a straight intelligence test. Let's see if you remember what this is.
How smart am I? Not too smart today.
I was close.
I have something. Oh, that's our logic and lore. This isn't. This is straight intelligence.
Yup.
Yeah, well, fair enough, still good.
Alexander, you remember this as during your harrowing movement with the Aegis of Gildan, when you were attacked by rocket troopers, the orcs that wear rockets on their back.
Yeah, the giant explosion. I remember it.
Oh yeah. As 4 of them begin rocketing out of the smoke, trying to land as best they can, though frequently incapable of doing so.
Someone buy the rights to Elton John songs.
What's that?
Said someone needs to buy the rights to the Elton John songs.
The rocket orc! Burning out his fuse out here. Alright,
Hello.
so let's see how they do their navigate surface. Is that right? Is that right, random people? Operate surface rocket pack. There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like they lost their armor.
Well, you
I'll
know,
see half of them just crash
I mean,
outright.
last time they looked like trash cans. Now they look like orcs. I don't know how many of you have seen the Felix the Cat movie.
Oh gosh, no, you're right. You're absolutely right.
wait, what?
The Felix the Cat movie, which is an older movie, has robots which are basically shaped like trash cans, and it reminded a few of us of some tokens we've seen.
I mean, they also flew, so.
So now I'm eagerly awaiting the 40k and Felix the Cat crossover that we all need, and half of them did in fact crash.
Yep, so they end up taking damage as they slam into the ground. The first one lands relatively stably, sort of leans back, letting the rocket pack slow himself down. The other one trips over one of the bodies that were falling from the roof and just skids out across the ground, scraping up his nose and face. They don't seem particularly hurt, as the ones that do hit the ground just start cursing and pulling themselves back up onto their feet. But that is their turn.
Good.
Alright then. Group 1, Bigby, would you be so kind as to roll me an awareness test, please?
One moment.
This would be based on hearing, if that makes any difference for you.
Okay.
It very well might.
This is different than battlefield awareness, yes?
This would actually qualify. So for your ribbons that you got previously, you can add the bonus.
Oh yeah, the
Alright.
ribbons. Let's not forget the ribbons.
They're shiny and nice.
And I'm just looking for my. You said awareness? Okay. I was looking under characteristics. I'm an idiot.
It is a skill, and it's at the very top of the list next to your characteristic scores. Right under acrobatics.
Even with the bonus.
Wow. Alrighty then. So, you don't hear anything over the sound of screaming orcs that are on fire. As you look around from your... When you went into the building, you tried to get up high, you found a couple windows. None of them are particularly good for the angle that you need to find, however. Alright, last but not least, Group 3.
Oh, we got entertainment. We got a juggler here.
Oh yeah. And then of course, the juggler himself, looking at the enemy is up in front of him, goes, well, and he looks at the big scorch mark on the ground from the Hellgun, because the shot, the penetration on that is powerful enough to just go straight through the Duracrete. And he looks down and goes, right, so I'm gonna beat you to death with that metal armor, you old son.
Oh yeah, but we gotten +2 pen as well, so pen 9.
Aw, shit. Actually, I'm not sure if Hellguns benefit from the overcharge, but since I don't know, we're gonna say that they do.
The lookup that I did, I didn't look it up in the book. I have this web page open that has all the definitions and all the guns and everything. So I couldn't
Nice.
find Hellgun and I couldn't find.
Oh, it's probably listed
Hot
under
Shot.
Hot Shot.
It's not on the
Yeah.
web page. I didn't open
Gotcha.
the book. I just opened because I was filling out the grenades just before a game because I was like, fuck, I'm gonna throw a grenade at somebody.
All right. So bad news. Is that you are technically within range of his rocket pack, assuming he doesn't fuck it up. But he triggers his own rocket pack and launches himself. As he gets closer and closer to you, you realize that he is substantially larger than all of the other orcs here. And he actually has a series of random grisly trophies decorating his armor. You know at least one of them is a human skull that appears to have a giant burn hole through it. However, there are other more exotic looking trophies that you can't recognize at the moment. But as the rocket descends towards you, we're gonna see how he does at landing this fucking thing, because he is not great at it.
Yeah, in the book it doesn't say that they get the variable setting that the last carbine does, so I guess it doesn't.
Oh jeez, all right.
I mean,
The
the only thing it says
rolls
is
a
it has
4.
a 10-kilogram backpack as a power source.
Oh gee, yeah. Well, that's just built into your
So I
your
guess I'll
accessory
just
slot. So
mark off a single shot then.
there you go.
Did you ask me to make a roll?
Negative. However, you might want to, as he triggers the rocket pack, launches himself through the air, and as he begins to descend, you see he does have a number of what look like little canisters and grenades on him, but he also has a fairly large sword, and attached to his arm, it looks like someone had replaced his arm with a giant, far less refined cybernetic hand than what you have. However, what it lacks for in its refinement, just judging from the overall size and the size of the gears, this is probably a very dangerous weapon. But he comes down and he takes his first swing at you.
I mean, I have no reaction. Remember, that was my shot.
Oh geez. Well, hopefully he misses.
Well, thankfully, I guess the smoke did nothing.
I mean, if people try and shoot at you, it will.
Well, I mean, it didn't conceal me at all.
True. Alrighty then. See, that should be it. That is a hit. Alrighty then.
To the body.
Hit to the body, and 10 plus 7 plus another 3 because of the. Just hold on a second. No, that's already added in for the charge. Damage. Oh, a whopping 12 points of damage as he rolls a 1.
Oof.
He comes down with a chopper and just slammed it straight towards your body, attempting to bisect you. Does that even deal damage?
No. It's
Yeah,
probably
it
one of
just-
those moments where he, like, shakes his arm and we're both, like, shook by the metal on metal. That's
Yeah, the
uncomfortable.
impact the impact of his sword and your metal body slamming together actually creates a miniature shockwave that pushes some of the smoke out of the way in concentric circles. There's just loud ringing erupting. But that is his turn. Thimmer, you are up, my friend.
All right. Trying to think of what the most relevant action for me to do here would be. These
Launch
guys
the
are not
nuke.
tight. Yeah. If only. If these guys were closer together, I could grenade them. These guys are on fire, so I don't care about them right now. So I am actually going to go ahead and, from cover, kind of using this window and this opening here, try to fire at this guy. Is that a possible target?
It should be fun.
All right.
Just
I'm
lean
going-
out.
Yeah, just do a lean. So let's go ahead and do it. I got my las gun. So I'm going to take a half aim first. This is going to be short range, I believe.
Yeah, definitely.
This is going to be a semi-auto.
Keep in mind the area is full of smoke.
To be fair, are they actually in it? He might actually be in it.
Yeah, he's mostly in it and you're mostly in it.
You know what? I would say that you all are in it. The two orc storm boys in the back are not. So these people and this people. However, these two guys up front would be just inside of it.
That's
Yep,
the outline of the
so-
cloud right there.
Yeah, so I have an extra plus 10, but I have a minus 20 because of the cloud then, so I am now down to minus 10 for extra bonuses.
Sounds about right.
So let's give it a shot.
Oh, nice!
Hey, so that's actually hits. So let's see, how did that go again? It's been a while since I've done normal damage.
Alright, so let's see here. You no longer
Oh.
have a sergeant giving you bonuses, so it should just be a straight click the damage button.
Okay. Oh, I also have an additional +1 success, specifically for one of my abilities here. So that is actually 2.8, so I think I get 2 shots in at him. And
you
I will
fired-
actually
You
spread
fired
the
full
other
auto,
tar-
right?
Yeah, semi-auto.
Yeah.
So I will actually make the second target hit this guy. Because it's going to be very important in a second. So second guy is incidentally going to explode. Wait, was that the... I'm sorry, I hit the melt-a-gun.
Yeah,
My
but say, why did your
I was gonna
second one
say-
do pen
Dude,
12?
I was like, what kind of special ability is that tearing through the books?
Yeah,
That 8 damage is the laser sight for the fucking gun. Jeez.
gosh. Oh, right, and laser sight. That's right, I forgot about that, too.
Yeah, so if you're within short range, I believe.
Wait, no,
Plus
the laser sight's on the melt-a-gun, that's right.
Yeah.
It got the red dot. However, in cohesion, all targets my attack make a +0 pinning test, or be pinned.
Ooh, I like it.
A hail of fire from me and my comrades.
Alright.
These are at +0.
Got it. They are still part of a orky group, though, so we will see.
Oh. Kind of impressed.
Yep. Not
Dang,
pinned.
they are. At least they're using up the grid rolls on, on willpower, right?
Yeah, the 20s and the... Ugh. Were you firing the weapon on overload or any of that, or just regular fire?
No, it was perfectly normal. So that was just 8 pen 0, 7 pen 0.
Alright, 8 and 7 for the front and the back. Noted. Good call, though. Bigby, you are up, my friend.
All right. How long would it take to go up to a different floor to look for a better angle?
Well, effectively, these are like 17-story buildings at a minimum. And basically, just due to the way that the Imperium designed their buildings, they're all pretty much the same. So you do have a window here you could try and look out of right at the front. So you could probably get an angle on some of the fighting in the back area.
All right, let's do that.
So if you were to come here, I would say anything in this general area would be game.
Anything like in the rear of the smoke?
What's that? Yeah, you'd be able to. So the distance is fine. It's just the angle. So effectively, if you were to angle properly through, hold on a second. You see this little window here that like is a door? It's a window on the upper levels.
Yeah.
So if you wanted, you could angle here, and you could definitely engage these folks. Anyone in this general area.
All right, let's start
But yeah.
with.
Alternatively, if you could figure out a way to blow a hole through the wall, you could just shoot wherever you wanted. Got a las cutter on you?
I have a solid shell projectile weapon.
Sadly, that would not likely do it. If you had breaching charges or a las cutter, I'd say you could definitely make yourself a nice little fighting hole. Regrettably, it doesn't sound like you have that, so
Yeah, I don't think I want to shoot a mansarp around the wall.
probably not. But you can definitely aim out the window. So I would say, depending on where you go, if you were to see, if you were to go to like this window over here, I would say you could cover this section for Overwatch. Or if you were to go up here, you could cover down basically in this little area right here. So it's
I
up to
can't
you where
see
you'd like to go.
Doodling on.
No, might not. No, here we go. So if you were to go to this like area back here, the way the angles work, You
Yeah.
could aim out the window and get the big guy and 2 of the rocket folk. So you could basically cover down on this, what, 30, less than 30-degree arc. But if you were to come to this window over here and get an angle, you could effectively cover the back end of the alleyway and this whole area over here.
What about these? Oops. These guys here, not the one I'm pointing at with the butt end, but the one like these two.
If you were to go back here, I would say you should be able to draw a line on it. So like if your guy was right here, sorry, your guy was right here. Oh, okay, I see what you've done. There we go. So if you lined up in that corner, you could just draw a line straight through those guys. I'd say that's good enough.
All right, let's do a called shot
Now
on the
remember though,
guy.
technically you are moving, so you get to aim for free, but a called shot is a full action. So you could still take a shot at them, but
Yeah,
yeah.
and I don't know what they do, but let's use an amputator round. That sounds like something that's going to be fun.
All right, now bear in mind for the roll, you do have a couple penalties because of the smoke, but you get a plus 20 because these people don't know you're there because you rolled stealth previously.
This
So
would be standard range. For the sniper rifle?
for you actually, because I believe the
Range is
range on that's like
200.
yeah, you were well within short range, and then it's just a standard shot. So you get to do the full aim because you're a rattling.
All right, and
Don't worry about the smoke because that gets canceled out by your sneak.
all right, and I'm looking for what is it? Marksman. No, that doesn't count because we're shorter range than that. A cold shot minus 10 difficulty. Cold shots are usually minus 20.
Right, but called shots are a full action, and because you relocated to be able to get a better look through the window, you now only have a half action. So you can still shoot, and you can still get the full aim because you're a rattling who aims for free, but that's about it. So you can't technically do a called shot, but you can still shoot whoever you want.
Okay, sorry about that.
No worries, that's why I'm here. Well, honestly, that's why Griff's here. I'm not sure why I'm explaining this.
I just work here. I don't know.
That looks like a hit. Now, for the amputator shell, because those are always delightful, we're just going to do this in a head so you don't have to do, like, add a macro, but we're just going to add 2 damage to whatever it is you roll.
Okay.
So, roll that damage, buddy. And then, so 14 pen 3. Okie doke.
Is there anything extra I should be rolling with that?
Let's see. I believe accurate requires 2 degrees of success. You just missed out on rolling more damage. But you did slap him right in the chest, so that's great. And you shot this person right here?
No, I shot the one on
Back here?
Alexander. That's why I wanted to do a cold shot, so I didn't hit Alexander.
Gotcha. Well, that's still good enough to hit. So yeah, well done. The amputator shell slaps right into him. And you see as he gets impacted, the round hits. It doesn't go far into the armor, but it then detonates and just blows pieces of his hastily made orcish armor off the side of him. He doesn't seem heavily wounded, but he definitely felt that.
So deserveth all scum, enemies of the Empire.
Facts, B.
He says to himself in the back where no one can hear him.
Just whispers it quietly. It's like, yeah,
He's
but you
the
know.
sniper from Saving Private Ryan who does a little prayer every time he shoots.
Lord, please let me ventilate the skull of this non-believer.
I guess that leads us into Jort.
Why are people taking the Emperor's name in vain?
Alright,
Yeah.
so I'm going to use a half action to take a step back. Give
Stop
Big B some
retreating.
line of sight. And then let's see.
Got
I'm going
sandbags for cover
to
now.
Yep, technically, Griff is right. That half step back would allow you to get right here with some sandbags. So
Oh
bear
shit,
in,
I didn't even see those sandbags.
so bear in mind while you're there. Technically, you should have one of the ribbons which allows you to gain
Trenchmans.
a. There you go.
I was literally just thinking that, but I thought I had to like jump into a building or something.
Nope, you just need to be firing from cover.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what cover was, so I was literally planning to go right where Jort was, burst through the doors, and then come through a window at some point. I couldn't figure out where cover was on this map.
Let's see. I think I'm going to blast. I'll blast this guy over
The
here
big guy.
since these
Shoot the
guys
big
are all
guy.
on fire. You got him.
I want to figure out how to pick this guy up and throw him at you, Jort.
Well, hey, if he's on the other side of the smoke and everyone else has to walk through it, no one gets to shoot him while you melee him to death.
Y'all are
Yeah,
shooting through the
we
smoke
all
anyway.
have minuses.
Well, yeah, but that's because I'm good.
Yeah. Now, Jort, bear in mind that I believe you have a number of scopes and other gadgets on your weapon. One of them, I forget. Does it compensate for smoke and like obscured views? Is that the +10, or it reduces the penalty by 10?
The targeter, yeah, reduces a penalty by 10, but I shoot full auto, so that's a -10 anyway.
Gotcha.
So yeah, let me see. Short range. Yeah. So then, got 10 for that. Shit. Okay. The thing fucks me up. Let me go back. I'm just gonna do how I did it before. I'm gonna do the semi-auto instead of the full auto, so I don't confuse myself.
Alrighty.
And then I think I still have a -20 because I'm shooting through the smoke. So that's a -10 because I have a +10. Okay, I think this is it.
Oof. You only have a 33% chance?
Well, I have let's see, my ballistic score is a 38, and then I have a +10, so that's a 48, and then -20 for the smoke. So
Okay, and then you included the 10 for the trenchman's medal, right?
I think it's just 5, right?
That was it 5?
No,
You
it's
include the
10.
5 for the...
Trenchman spell is 10, but I mean, it's still a fail even with +10.
Yep, and let's see what else. You guys are using the, technically you have like a static +5 so long as your comrade's in cohesion, right?
Didn't know if our comrades were with us. Also, my comrade died a long time ago.
Oh yeah, that's true. So
I've
you don't
never
get that.
used my comrade bonus ever. So.
Well, the thing is, it's
So
hard
just-
to remember
It's
them
been
because they're
helping
not
me.
on the map. You know what would be easy? Is if your token had a smaller guy right beside you.
It's just attached to it, always.
Yeah, it's a smaller little guy next to you. Not that your guy is small, just to remind you that, hey, I'm not alone.
So alone. Yeah, but that does look like a miss. Who are you trying to shoot?
This guy.
That guy? Yeah, you spray down some bullets, however, it is insufficient to hit him. As like you send a burst over him as he's landing and he falls under it as all the bolter rounds go over his head. Meanwhile, group 2, we're gonna see how they do as they again try and pass on their willpower saves. Let's see here. Griff, would you be so kind as to have Timmer roll me another d10 for them burning to death?
Oh yeah, it's burning time. That's 9 this time.
There we go. Now
And
they're
all of
taking
them
some
make their
damage.
willpower tests. They have to make it every round.
Yep.
So at first they thought, it's fine, just a little fire, and then they're really worried.
Alright, so 2 of them are still on fire, as the last one Let's see here.
He's much less concerned, apparently.
Yeah, still on fire. Charges straight in. Charges straight in. Oh shit! Sorry, sorry. And tries to smack you in the head with the orc chapa. Which honestly, I don't think can even hit you, but you know,
I mean, is he
whatever.
called shot? Or is he,
Oh, it's melee. He's just running in with a.
No, it's just say, is he doing a called shot? He's aiming specifically for the head, right?
No, he's just swinging. Swinging wildly.
Little, Thor do
Alright.
Thanos.
Charge. See, this would be an all-out attack. Brutal charge 1. Alrighty then. Alright, so that
body. It's always body.
yeah.
Well, good, your most heavily armored location.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
My arms are my most heavily armed location.
Alrighty then.
Let's do some damage.
And technically that is a brutal charge, so that would be a 17. 10-2.
Alright, so -2 armor puts me to 15, which means you've done me 2 points of damage.
Alright. Then he does his Furious Assault, which actually he can't do because he was a charge, which is not a Furious Assault. So, never mind. He swings in and just twang! Just basically bends. You realize that this isn't really a sword, it looks like a spear that he
actually,
fashioned
no,
out of his
it's
top
only
gun.
1 point of damage.
Take that!
Medallion of Crimson. First time taking damage, reduce that damage by 1.
Oh, nice. Well done. Also, I just realized that that was wrong. There you go. Alrighty then. So that was them, as everybody, they are still on fire now. These people in the back are basically still just rolling around on fire. Fire is not an orc's best friend. Alright. That was group 1. Group 2. Alright, Big V, roll me awareness. This time you get a...
That was
Plus
group
10
2, wasn't
roll.
it? Group 1 next on 9.
Oh, hold on a second. Am I really fucked up? George. Group 2. Group 1. Oh yeah, Alexander, you are up, my friend.
I'm confused there. Alright, first
Yeah.
up is the reaction, the ballistic mechadendrite held gun. Hit, there we go. No aim. Point blank. And standard. Ah, cool. It always misses. It's never a good shot. Alright, and for my next trick, can I pull the pin on a frag grenade and try to shove it in this guy's mouth?
I mean, technically, you would... I can't do a called shot with a grenade, but you could drop it down, see what happens.
You can't do a called shot with a grenade? So this guy's in melee with me, I can't, like, shove it down his pants or something?
I mean, you can, for flavor, try to do a called shot with the grenade toss, if you'd like.
Well, here's what I'm getting at, is that when this grenade goes off, I'd rather it hit me in the arms than it hit me in the body. So I'm trying to put my hands, like, you know, I'm shoving it at him so that my hands are the thing between me and the blast.
Alright, roll me a ballistic skill. Oh, actually, the way you're using it
Touch
is...
him with the grenade.
Yeah, the way you're using it is melee, so I'll allow you to use a melee skill, and if you pass, then you're basically funneling via your metal arm the blast. So you'll still take the damage, but you'll take it on the arm.
So what am I rolling?
Just melee skill.
Is melee a skill? I'm not a fighter.
Your weapon skill.
Yeah, weapons.
So you just mean weapon skill. Okay, I'm looking up and down the
Yep.
skills list trying to find melee.
Sorry. Yes, your weapon skill.
I mean, it's not 0, so there is a chance.
You got this, pal.
Is there any modifier for him just being right here?
I mean, not really, because that's what the weapon skill is.
Right, but I mean, like, when you fire a point blank, you have a plus 30. This guy's right in front of me. There's no benefit to that.
Negative. Because effectively, he's already going to
Well, it
be in the
doesn't
blast.
matter. I never failed.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, you grab the grenade and you basically just push it up against his chest or whatever. I guess his face as the weapon detonates. Roll the damage. You hold the blast right up against his head, and he's like, "Whoa, I'm not hungry," and the entire thing just blows up. You can see as part of his face is like peeled back, but for the most part, there's metal plating just bolted right into his skin, probably helping that metal jaw on his face. It doesn't look like it did much to him.
What does Ogren proof mean?
It just means Ogrins can use it without it breaking.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Apparently frag grenades are Ogren proof.
Don't squish it and let it explode, yeah.
I guess technically it doesn't do any damage to the guy next to me, huh? Since I used it in such a way.
You know, I mean, it's still a fucking grenade. So rules as written. You're just effectively. I made you do a roll to see what part you got hit with, sort of like a shape charge.
Ironically, even if it did hit me anywhere else, 11 isn't enough to
Yeah.
do anything to me. But
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say
Oh,
because of
gosh.
the way that you did it, it's not really that. Now, if you do that with a crack grenade, that'll be interesting.
I don't have one.
That poor orc beside you, though.
I went up and down my whole inventory of the standard gear. Like, nope, I only got to use 6 grenades.
Ouch.
Nothing screamers will do. Slap them with the
Alright.
rechargeable lamp pack.
Still though, let's see. I'm gonna say it's still 11 damage. So we'll say the blast comes out and gets everybody in there because why not? You just took it on your arm. He took it on the face, and the poor little regular orc boy is like trying to slam in to get you. Gets a little bit of the shrapnel as well. Not enough to take him out, but he doesn't seem particularly happy.
I figure I miss on every other weapon. I might as well just use the weapon that doesn't miss.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Oof. Yeah, he's not looking happy as a bunch of shrapnel just scatters out across his chest and arms. Meanwhile, the main group's turn, as the rocket pack brethren begin to swoop in. They see the main orc fighting with Alexander and decide the better side of valor as they charge their jump. Oh shit, that is the wrong one. We're just gonna. Here we go. Just
Was
gonna
I
move.
supposed to react to something? You
Oh,
said
you're supposed
group two
to-
does something, and then
Yeah,
one goes
it's not actually their turn yet. I fucked that one up. They go in a little bit. For some reason, I didn't upgrade it. So, Jort, you have a very angry orc rocketing towards you.
Alright.
Similarly, after taking all this fire, you have rocket orcs not using their jump pack, just coming through the door.
I was about to say, that's a human-sized doorway they're about to try to jetpack through.
They just crashed through the ceiling.
Unfortunately, I don't think many more can actually fit through the door, so
Yeah.
he's just the one.
You see that, like, as they start to cram in, he's like, "Oh, out the way!" It's like, "Stop pulling on me! I'm gonna kill me! I'm gonna get these!" And you notice as they're running, they're carrying like dead ratlings and just sort of like tossing them to the side.
Of course.
You notice a strange tattoo on them, but you know, who cares? It's probably not relevant.
You know, I got some strange tattoos as well.
Alright, and last but not least, this rockety boy. Actually, you know what? This rockety boy is actually going to use his rocket. And he's going to make a jump, which means both of them are going to have to make their rolls.
Oh god, they're gonna fail and fall on me too.
No, they both succeed. Wow. Alright, 25 and 14. Nice. As they expertly, you see them both hit their rocket packs, and one starts to stumble and the other grabs him, and they actually hold each other's arms and they counterbalance each other as they just turn into one concentric spiral flowing through the air like some sort of aerial ballet before finally letting go and bouncing off the wall and then crashing into the sandbag in front of you. They look at each other. They look at each other before looking like, oh, did you fucking see that? That was fucking great.
The previous jetpack orcs are just embarrassing by comparison to these guys.
Yeah. You see one turns and looks over at you, Jordan goes, what, you see that? That's what skill looks like. Looks like you get it.
a medal.
Well, we're just gonna have to wear your fucking teeth as a necklace then, huh?
No, you idiot. Ears. You wear ears as a necklace.
Be right back.
Okay, so that is technically their turn as they all used it for movement. Group
Oh,
1,
nice.
now, Bigby, please utilize your awareness roll. Plus 10.
Lucky me. Lucky me. Woo.
Awesome. You hear the sound of a bunch of very confused orcs right underneath you as they move from one building to the next. Minute. And as you hear them, they go, right, no, I hear the shooting, no, I hear the jetpack. But I thought we were supposed to be on vacation. I had a teapot oh, damn, what the fuck is this then? And you notice that one of the orcs is carrying a massive shooter, and you can hear them just a few levels below you, walking through the alleyway. But that is their turn. Group 3. How long is that smoke screen gonna last there, Alexander?
What did I roll? Let's go back up here. 19 rounds.
Well, this is
Well,
gonna
it's,
be
D10 plus 10. I rolled a 9, so
there you
19
go.
rounds.
Alrighty then. Okie doke. So turn order, group 3. Let's see how they do. Alrighty then. Not great. And I forgot to one more time, just for the fuck of it. Alrighty then. So, some progress.